This, this was my very first master test certificate with a master pass. And that ain't easy. You got awarded a pair of Spitfires to put on your uniform, silver ones. Those are leading observer stripes. But I was proud of those. I was the only one, the only one in our entire unit that had them at one time, till I got into teaching. One of the perks was actually getting to go to number 6 Flying Training School at RAF Finningley, where we got to fly on Dominie's little jet trainer aircraft. They were training observers, and it was fun. Practicing crash landings and God knows what. It was fun. There's Jed in operation, and again here, beautiful little aircraft. My goodness, could they move. We used to train flying blind. If the GPS and everything went out, then you had to work out where you were and get us to where we were going blind. You know, it's all the windows are there are no windows in that part, you know. You were flying the aircraft blind. It was fun. One little thing, they used to keep the Vulcans, you know, those beautiful aircraft that bombed the Falklands. They used to keep them at Finningley. If I can find my finger, there's my finger. Look at that on the ground there. Beautiful aircraft. But it was fun. And then of course, after you'd got the silver Spitfire for 1 year, if you could pass 5 years of the master test, and that took some doing, you got a red Spitfire. Not many of those around at the training camps. And then 25 years of passing the master test. And you had to get over 90% every year, and it was changing all the time. 25 years you got a gold one, and these are like hen's teeth. There are not many of these around, but it's good to keep them. That's the badge that we wore on as overalls. Forewarned is forearmed. If you know they're coming, you're ready for them. Could do with a bit of that these days, because most politicians, they've no idea what's creeping up on them. Cynical old man that I am. Here's a little souvenir. These are the keys of the first underground post that I worked at. I just keep them, just as a reminder. See, you had the hatch, and that went down inside the hatch and locked onto the mechanisms underneath to lift it out. And it's no good copying that if you want to get into the old bunkers, because there were 5 different kinds of attachment on here. Now, this is going to interest a few, of this Bowie knife. The observers started off way back with the Armada, Sir Francis Drake and all that lot, Queen Elizabeth I, when they were waiting for the Spanish Armada coming, and that's just the representation of waiting for the Spanish Armada, the first observers. Our tradition goes back a long way. I've got to be careful because even though this is a fancy knife, it is sharp as a razor. Nice that. Anyway, let me show you why I got the bunker in the national park, because that wasn't my bunker. I used to work on the York division group, in York group, all the bunkers in York group. That was actually in Lancashire. Funny enough, it was in Cumbria, but it belonged to Lancashire group. But it was in the national park, the Lake District National Park, and I always wanted a bungalow or anywhere in the national park, you know, it's just little holidays. But the prices were phenomenal. Yeah, I take out 5 mortgages to get a shack up there. And then this came on the market and I thought, whoa, with your brains, mate, you can turn this into a luxury underground caravan, because you know what these things are. So this is the BBC actually did a little commentary on them, so have a look at this.
Now finally, nice little properties in the countryside cost a bomb, but redundant nuclear bunkers are a real bargain. A few months ago we told you about the 40 disused shelters that went up for public auction. So, who bought them? Well, Peter Holland went along to meet one man who's already turning a Cold War home into a cosy home from home.
Jed Dodd is relaxing outside his second home in the middle of nowhere. Its once top secret location still doesn't feature on any maps. On the surface, it perhaps doesn't seem much of an investment. Feet below ground, Jed, retired Barrow shipyard worker, has his very own nuclear shelter. In the darkness of what was a Cold War nuclear radiation monitoring station, Jed is busy creating a warm and cosy bolt hole.
Zooming away. It's brilliant. No hassle, no neighbours, no noise, no bouncy footballs. It's brilliant. Love it.
Jed's bunker is sort of near Dent, around the Cumbria-Yorkshire border, but really not that close to anywhere. He paid £11,330 for it. A similar-sized bunker at Hawkshead sold for £15,500. This shelter at Fluteborough is difficult to get to, and yet its new owner still found £25,100 to buy it.
It's not much land. Could never develop it. I mean, you couldn't build on it.
But it's national park land.
Oh yes, yes.
And you've got it for just over £11,000.
Oh yes.
That's a steal, isn't it?
Well, yes. I spent many years going around the national park trying to find somewhere to buy, and getting knocked back all the time with the money that they wanted for places up here. I have my own 5-bar gate out from there. And it's, I've always wanted my own 5-bar gate to just lean on and watch the world go by.
A bomb-proof investment, and peaceful too.
Isn't it quiet?
Peter Holland, North West Tonight.
Not much of a view from the window, despite that beautiful.
He's got the gate though.
He's got the gate. That's what he wants. That's all from us. A very good night.
Good night.
Right, I hope you enjoyed that. Makes a change, doesn't it? Now, let me introduce you to SAFA. It's the Soldiers, Sailors, Airmen and Families Association. It's ex-servicemen come out of the services, and a lot of them you see walking the street, because there don't seem to be all that much backup from the government. Send them out abroad on wars, they all get shot up or anything, and then, I don't know, it's a bit disgusting actually. So these are people who look after our ex-military. So if you see anybody with a tin, you know, collection, and it's SAFA, please give them a donation, because they're doing a wonderful job looking after our servicemen. Anyway, time to say bye-bye. Hope you enjoyed this again. See you later. Bye.